This is
Year LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get into this one. Let's break this one down. So, I'm sure a lot of people know this story by now. Let's get to the start of this. Drake was making a comment on a post defending fathers. Lethal Shooter said, "This is crazy because he's literally done nothing but be a supportive father on the sidelines, giving props to his son and his son's opponents." This was someone talking about T. Morant is approaching LeVar Ball levels of annoyance, basically just hating on basketball fathers. Lethal Shooter responded to it. Drake doubled down with another response. Or was that? Oh, this is when he responded to the man's wife. Let's get to that shortly. Hold on, y'all. I'll pull up these responses real quick. All right, here we go. Drake says, "Imagine your son makes the league. He's Ja or Melo or Lonzo. All you can do is be elated and competitive, over supportive, and it's a rite of passage to that. The OGs talk shit. I know I'm going to be this way even if my son is in a Rubik's Cube competition." So this guy trolled Drake by talking shit about his son. Said your son probably going to play with ghostwriters. A lot of people talk shit to celebrities on Instagram and on Twitter throughout their posts. They don't usually get a response, but Drake had time today. He responded to this guy. Said, "I just followed your girl. She's probably miserable and she needs some excitement in her life," which Drake dissed both of them at that point. And he's trolling. He's an adult, a married adult with 2 kids and a wife. So he's out here trolling, doing stupid shit. He's getting handed an L. Drake DM'd his girl after disrespecting his girl. She's probably miserable. And this is the response he gets. Hold on, y'all. "My husband decides to be a troll and now Champagne Poppy," which is his handle, "thinking I need excitement in my life. She left the eyes and the laugh face through a story." Now, this is a popular misconception for people. They think because they're not public figures, they're not entertainers, they're not out there, that their account and their activity on social media is not public.
stop the cap.
Unless you have a private account, you are public domain. People are going to respond to you. People are going to pull up pictures. People are going to say whatever the fuck they want.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
That's what happens. So she did this. She posted in a story. She put the @ she handled. So if she didn't put that, if she just put Drake and didn't actually put his @ handle, then you could be anonymous. You can be low key, do your own thing, but you did that. So it made it very public. Oh, wait, hold on. There's more. And there was a "oh, hey" with the eyes. So it was double in the story. Okay. "Oh, hey, Champagne" with the eyes. So she responded to Drake.
What?
A married woman responded to Drake.
This is no.
And then he left this message. "I'm really going to bed. If I wake up in the morning and see my wife on air, Drake 767, it was fun while it lasted." And then he tried to lean into the L by saying, "Wife and I hosting Lush Thursdays, pull up on," and then he put her Instagram. He did a Photoshop of Drake over his face and put himself in the background as an overlay, or not even an overlay, whatever the fuck you call those things. Really and truly,
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
his wife posted this after. "To clear a few things up, I did not ask for any of this. if you actually know me, you know I'm a very to myself individual. Okay, but you never asked for this, but you responded to Drake. You left 2 messages. Both messages had the eye emojis. TG says no hope for today's marriages. Well, this gives credence into the Instagram argument of having your woman on Instagram doing the most, being accessible to these men and not acting in accordance. Well, I don't know, because this is very confusing. There's also this piece of footage where he's hold on. Well, we'll get to that shortly because that's in the video form. I forgot about that. But there's footage of him showing his wife's phone and recording it. So he clearly had access to what she was doing as well, but they were making all the wrong decisions, and they both have to hug this L. They have to hug the L. Regardless of if she told him he was going to respond or what actually happened, it's all a bad look for the relationship. They're married with kids. The public perception is going to be the public perception. That shouldn't be the argument. Where's the trust? How does that make sense? Where's the trust? He trusted her to do the wrong thing, and she responded. She responded. As a man, you have to understand that if your woman is willing to respond to these celebrities DMing, then she has no respect for the marriage. Oh, now you're saying that she has no respect. But yeah, you earn respect, you earn trust. She said, I did not make my husband troll anybody. I did not make Drake start following me. I did not make y'all start commenting or following. I am not looking to be or hoping to be any celebrity.
Stop it. Get some help.
You got to talk to your husband, ma'am. You got to talk to your husband because you're complaining to the public, but your husband is promoting this still. He's trying to spin this L any way he can because you responded, and you responded with the eyes. So you're trying to say you didn't want this. You responded. You left his public handle, and you responded to the eyes or with the eyes like you wanted Drake's attention. You used this to solicit more followers. She has way more followers now after the incident than prior to the incident. And now she's giving this long ass speech about I don't have a Twitter account, it's fake. I do not have a Reddit post, it's fake. Nah, stop it. I'm a grown ass woman, chill out with all these angry, hateful messages. I'm unaffected. If you're unaffected, you probably shouldn't respond. All this shit is a waste of time. This entire paragraph is a waste of time. I'm not going to go through all the points here because it's a waste of time and it's all cap. It's being unaccountable for your actions. You responded to Drake. You made your husband look like a goddamn fool by responding to your Drake. Your husband made himself look like a goddamn fool for trolling and talking about an individual's kids while having kids himself.
Come on, man.
It's ridiculous. And now y'all want to be unaccountable, playing the victims, talking about hateful messages and all this crap.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
All right, let's get to the video. Let's get to the video. What do we have here? Oh, this is yesterday's news. Hold on, y'all. He has the video of his wife responding. Hold on, y'all. There's a lot in this video, more than just that. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button upon entry. Nah, fool really DM'd my wife. So he was looking at that. Fool really DM'd his wife, but your wife said, hey, champagne poppy with the eyes. Your wife, a married woman. A married woman with 2 kids. Oh shit, this is still in 1080. Shit, I thought this was in 720. This is why it's not that smooth. I fucked up. My bad, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button anyway. But this definitely gives more credence into the Instagram conversation. You got to be responsible. You got to be responsible. You got to understand that it is a dating site, whether you use it for a dating site or not, and public perception is powerful. Let's get into this video. There's a lot more than just what's going on here. All right, so Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj responds by saying, big boobs can be very fucking misleading. All right, because she's getting roasted. A lot of people are coming at her saying she looked fat at the Met Gala, saying she looked overweight, she looked kind of thick, she looked chunky. And then Safari made his comments as well. But she responded on Instagram by showing this video saying big boobs may be misleading, and she shows her waist looking small. All right, so Safari responds by saying Met Gala shows you what people look like when they're not controlling their camera's angles, Facetune app. It's true. The Met Gala showed everybody what celebrities look like when they didn't have their Facetune, their camera angles, their excessive filters, and control of the way things look. But Safari, this is your ex. She's moved on. She's married. You should be worried about your baby mothers and others, because I don't think Nicki's checking for you like that. And then, like, when it comes to Nicki's perspectives on the manosphere conversations that she tried to infiltrate, I don't fucks with none of those perspectives. Throw those in the trash. I don't care to hear from Nicki when it comes to relationship building and all that crap in this space. But at the same time, Safari, it's true. Your statement is true, but the whole coming at Nicki type of thing is kind of like, that's a thing of the past for y'all. So.
No.
Yeah, she did get thicker. She did get bigger.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something. We don't care. Come on, man.
Now, okay, what's going on with this lagging? Let's try this again. Hold on, y'all.
What?
You're done.
All right. Smoother now. Now that's horrible. That's horrible. And he's subjected to this.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something. We don't care. Come on, man.
Broke my seat, bro. Man, what the fuck, bro? This fat bitch broke my seat, bro. Man.
This comment. $117,000 a year is $10,000 a month. It's not that I live a lavish lifestyle. It's that I live an adult life. I'm 25 years old. You cannot survive on $10,000 a month. I can't.
Not the cap.
Yeah.
All right, man. We see a lot of these videos, a lot of these girls just saying wild opinions to go viral. Man, you know it's cap. You're talking about $10,000 net, not even gross. Net. You can't live on $10,000 a month net, but you're in this tiny apartment.
Lavish lifestyle. It's that I live an adult life. I'm 25 years old. You cannot survive on $10,000 a month. I can't.
Not the cap.
Y'all keep missing the point with this Oscar slap. The entire point is that evil women cannot grow hair. When a woman is evil and doesn't submit to her husband, the Lord will snatch all her hair out. It's a curse in Isaiah 3:17. But most people don't know how prevalent it is today.
You're done.
Just like a woman.
Because most women cover it up with wigs and hair extensions.
Just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here.
All right, so this one's an interesting one. This one right here is an interesting one. Let me stop the comp real quick. This doctor is proclaiming that Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't actually suffer from alopecia. She doesn't actually suffer from alopecia. So let's get into why the doctor says that, and let's get into the breakdown here.
Look at that.
So again, she's pointing out that scar on the scalp.
Look at that. And so it just showed up like that.
So she's saying that it just appeared, that this linear line that looks like it was probably something happened in that area. She's saying that it just appeared.
The internet is loaded with...
They're juxtaposing what you're seeing here with this woman that clearly has alopecia areata, these kind of patchy areas of hair loss, with what Jada has. And I think that they're two very, very different things. Hey everyone, Dr. Gary Linkoff here, double board certified. I'm a facial plastic surgeon and a hair restoration surgeon. This video is about Jada Pinkett Smith, and it also covers women's hair loss and hair treatment options for women in particular. So this will be an interesting one. I heard about Jada and her struggles, and I wanted to talk about it here. We'll also discuss that scalp scar that she has. Jada may have had is a coronal brow lift, which would be essentially the same exact location where I see that.
Hold on, y'all.
We'll discuss that scalp scar that she has. Jada may have had is a coronal brow lift, which would be essentially...
What? I don't know why this is not running smooth all of a sudden.
To talk about it here. We'll also discuss that scalp scar that she has. Jada may have had is a coronal brow lift, which would be essentially the same exact location where I see that scar. Alopecia areata is a circular, in general, circular type of hair loss.
Just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here. Look at that.
So again, she's pointing out that scar on the scalp.
Look at that. And so it just showed up like that.
So she's saying that it just appeared, that this linear line that looks like it was probably something happened in that area. She's saying that it just appeared. Definitely she's got this area of what looks to me more like scar than just your natural type of alopecia type of condition. That's what I do for a living, is hair loss treatment. I think it's a bit too linear to be alopecia areata. Jada.
That's the end of the video here. Honestly, I believe that that doctor's assessment of her hair. I've always looked at her hair and I'm like, it doesn't really look like the general alopecia that I see from people that actually suffer that type of hair loss, because it looks like it can grow back. She just refused to actually grow back. It looks like it can grow back. You see all the hair follicles and everything. So I'm with the doctor with that one. But you never know what to believe from these lying ass actors. Actors, man, can't trust them. Very deceptive. Let's get back onto that Drake topic. Hold on, y'all. We have one more piece of information when it comes to that. At the end of the day, that guy, the husband who trolled Drake, who spoke shit about Drake's kids while having kids and a wife and a family, being on the internet trolling, that's corny. You're a grown-ass man. So his wife doing what she did, responding, was terrible, but it's like his leadership she's following. So you look at that and it's like, clearly you have that type of corny leadership where you're on the internet trolling niggas, talking shit about their kids. You clearly didn't equip your wife with the right tools to handle social media, right? Because you ain't doing it well either. That's why you're all eating this L's, and they keep trying to do things to turn it around, to make it look better, try to lean into the joke, try to make it look less horrible, and it's not working. It just gets worse and worse. Let me pull this up right here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, so this one right here is... We started the show with this one. This one is the worst. At this point in his night when he was getting roasted and he said this...
Yeah, I gotta get security. I want this man out of my sight right here. Get him out of here. He's got no... Whoa!
All right, my drops are failing me too. Fuck it, whatever. Fuck it. This one right here. You have no confidence in your relationship. You're a married man with 2 kids, and you're gonna post some shit like this. I'm really going to bed. If I wake up in the morning and see my wife on Drake, you're trying to make a joke out of it. It's fun while it lasted, right? But it shows no confidence, no trust, your relationship's not solid. You're not solid. You're not standing on solid ground, and that's why you're on the internet trolling motherfuckers. Your wife is trying to do all the damage control in the world, saying she's not out for attention, she's not out for this, writing a goddamn essay about why she's not interested in the attention.
I don't give a fuck.
All around bad look. You should have established boundaries for social media use when you're in a relationship. You're married. You made it to marriage, and you didn't have that solid foundation built where it doesn't matter if it's a celebrity. They're not responding to a tweet because that celebrity wasn't like, it was in conflict with your husband. All right, hold on. I got to pull this up. I got to pull this up and break this down because this needs to be broken down in a way where people have to really understand the mentality behind some of these folks that do these things. So I'm definitely going to have to pull this up. Hold on momentarily, y'all. We have to go back to the starting. Where the fuck is this shit? God damn. This right here. This is the worst part. She gets the message from Drake. Fuck, man, I gotta pull up the other one. Forgot about this. This is important. This is important. God damn. Hold on, y'all. We got a lot of work to do here. Break this one down. All right. So this is from the woman's perspective. You're the wife now, all right? You're sitting down in your goddamn living room doing whatever the fuck you doing. You see your husband talking shit to Drake about his son. Your son probably play with ghostwriters, all right? Drake comes back like, I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life. She's probably miserable.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And then the wife, who was getting cooked, she's probably miserable and needs some attention in her life, says, oh, hey, this girl right here. I'm not going to show their kids. You have the picture. Everyone has a picture of the kids. Are showing the kids. Not doing that. Shit. The fuck? Which one is it? Hold on, y'all. I'm fucking on my eyes right quick. Shit. Did I close it? It's not this. It's not this. It is definitely not. I closed it. Hold on, y'all. It's too much to work with here. Right after being disrespected, right after getting cooked, she responds. Like 10,000 windows open.
You stupid.
All right. This is after his wife responded. Nah, fool. Yeah, really DM'd my wife. And that's what's fixated on, the fact that he really DM'd your wife. But not, he said he was going to follow your wife. So he followed your wife. He didn't say a damn thing to your wife. He followed her. The DMs the I'm here for you, ma, is after the 2-story posts that she posted that are right here. Oh, hey, Drake with the eye faces.
You stupid.
My husband decides to be a troll, and now Drake thinking I need excitement in my life. So who does she respect more, Drake or her husband?
Shut up, Meg.
Whoops, wrong one. Responding to Drake with the eyes, the heart eyes. Or not the hard eyes, but the big eyes. After getting cooked. You don't respect your man. Playing social media games. Just for Drake to give her a mere pittance of attention by saying, I'm here for you, ma. I'm here for you, ma.
This is it. Nobody gonna work with me now. I think it's really over.
Loom. Shambles.
TG, Drake could have ended up looking like a clown. He sure could have. If his wife just stayed quiet, if she went with Johnny tight lips and didn't validate any of his fuckery, yeah, but her response validated his foolishness. It's facts. It's facts. He got finessed because she didn't. Yikes. Man, we out.